Hello, hello everybody. Welcome back to the video. And today I'm gonna be going through the new Sea of Thieves news video, breaking it down a little bit, and also reacting it through the first time, and then going back and breaking it down, obviously. But it seems like there's gonna be some new stuff in this update. Some more fire is what it seems like, because it's Ashen Winds, obviously. I assume there's gonna be either an update to... Because I mean, we saw the skull the other day. I'm gonna go to the actual page, and we've already had the chest. We already had the chest of rage. I'm thinking that the skull is going to be similar because we got this teaser right here, thinking that the skull is going to be something similar, like the thing, like the chest of rage was. You know, obviously something to do with fire, but other than that, we'll just go ahead and watch this real quick, and let's see what this is all about.
Exciting episode of Sea of Thieves news. This week, Joni gives us all the latest news from the game. Andrew Preston gives us our first look at a fiery new reward.
And obviously, if you want to view this yourself, it's on Sea of Thieves YouTube as well as their Twitter. I will leave a link to that down below in the description.
Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about our next update, which is coming on July 22nd, and it's called Ashen Winds. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about just kind of combat and hit registration.
Oh, that's a really cool screen. What the fuck? This makes me... Well, obviously, this looks like Flameheart's skull, I believe. I'm not completely sure. But here's the skull that we saw in the teaser from a couple days ago. So it looks like we're going to be fighting either this dude and getting like his skull, or if we're fighting something else and getting its skull. Not completely sure how this is going to play out, but obviously the ghost ships are still a thing, because we have the little ghost ships here. And the name, it's a pretty cool name. And I don't really see anything too much else on this. I see this little ashen cosmetic there. I don't know what that is.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit about just kind of combat and hit registration, and then you've got James Thomas and Andrew Preston with some insights into what's coming. So just on hit registration, as we've...
For the love of God, if you could be fixed for once, that would be awesome. Because hit registration has been my biggest problem when playing this game. Like, the sniper hit registration is ridiculous. It never registers half the time you shoot somebody. And it's been like that since day one, and I'm really hoping that they fix it. It would be really nice if it's finally fixed.
And, you know, it's really important to us when people submit kind of evidence that it really helps us actually identify things that are going wrong. So if you encounter something where you think hit registration isn't behaving properly, it's super helpful if you submit a support ticket, or even just kind of share videos on Twitter and stuff and fire it across to us. And it really helps us identify specific cases and fix them. So like one of the previous ones that we've had is where people were docked to kind of objects on ships. And we saw enough of those clips that we were like, hold on, there's something really not quite right here, and it allowed us to look at some of the hitbox stuff that had regressed in that specific area. So alongside the hit registration stuff that I just talked about, we've also just been looking generally about kind of how damage is dealt in the game. And so one of the things that hasn't been working as intended for a while now actually is that kind of damage being dealt through the environment. So that can happen with both melee and ranged weapons. And the solid surfaces of the ship is something we've been working on to ensure that.
Were they not solid to begin with? Like, I know that you're able to shoot through parts of the ship. I mean, obviously the grates and stuff, but I really thought that the barrels, because I remember seeing clips. I think I have one somewhere, or my friend has one that I need to find. I'm not sure if I'm able to find it, where he shoots the banana crate and just kills somebody through it. I thought that was fixed a while ago.
As we expect. So we've stopped damage being dealt through the ship, so you can't be kind of on the top deck and being shot up from the bottom deck. And it's
You were able to shoot through that before? That's just straight through the wood. Why were you able to shoot through that? You shouldn't have never been able to shoot through that to begin off. That should have been something tested like day one. I mean, not day one, but at least the game's been out for like two and a half years. Like, it should have been fixed by, and it should have been fixed before now. It's been 2.5 years.
Now that the kind of some of those really advanced tactics will change in terms of how people play play with combat on ships, but it means you can kind of duck behind masts for cover. Or...
Yes, duck behind masts. You should have been able to do that to begin off. I mean, that... They're supposed to be solid surfaces. You're supposed to be able to go behind them for cover, and... What? I didn't know that this wasn't fixed yet. I thought this was fixed a while ago.
Run below deck and use the environment there to help during combat. So we believe this is a kind of big improvement. Will be a bit of a change for some.
Okay, at least you can. At least they didn't just saw it up the stairs. That's. I mean,
we're
that's nice.
very happy that we've kind of managed to fix that after it not working as we wanted for a while.
Yeah, not working for a while. It's been 2 years, buddy. Like shit.
But that's it.
Hasn't been fixed for 2.5 years.
Much more interesting stuff coming in the next couple of videos. So I'll see you next time.
This is the only part of the video I actually cared about.
We're bringing a brand new encounter, but I'm not going to spoil that today. Instead, I'm going to speak about the reward that we...
Wait, what? Go back, I didn't hear him.
So for our next content update, we're bringing a brand new encounter.
Oh, thank fucking God. That's exciting. That's exciting. That's really exciting. That's exciting.
I'm not going to spoil that today. Instead, I'm going to speak about the reward that we get.
That's also good. I don't want it spoiled today. I would rather it not be spoiled at all. But I'm good with that.
Encounter because it's quite unique. So the Ashen Wind Skull is a new skull that plays...
So it's not Stitcher Gem. I thought we were gonna fucking wreck Stitcher Gem in this next update, like a Tall Tale or something. I'm still waiting for a Tall Tale. I really want to play a Tall Tale. Come on.
Sell to the Order of Souls for gold, or they can choose to use it as a weapon.
What?
Souls for gold, or they can choose to use it as a weapon against any player or any friend.
What the fuck? Yeah, my homie dipping like shit. That's fucking awesome. He just straight out of the Flamethrower to Sea of Thieves.
They can wield the skull and they kind of wrench open its mouth, and then this jet of hot fire.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So players can use the flame from the Ashen Wind Skull to damage whatever they choose, be it skeletons or players or even boarding other
You can just grab one of those and complete a skull fort in 10 seconds, because skeletons are all like one shot to fire.
and setting them ablaze. So as players use the Ashen Wind Skull, the charge inside depletes, and so does the amount of gold that it's worth. So players
the
can choose
charge.
to sell it early for a large amount of gold, or they can choose to use it.
Not going to show us the amount of gold, are we?
For a much less amount of gold later on. So
No, you're not going to show us the amount of gold. That kind of sucks. That I understand that the charge shouldn't be infinite, but I just think maybe the gold shouldn't go down for using it for combat. Like, I don't see the purpose of that. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. You know, it has less charge, it's worth less to people, but I mean, the players who choose to use it as a weapon and have fun with it and aren't PvE warlords. Sorry to say that, but a lot of the people who play this game are. I understand it. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's fine to me. I don't really care. Gold isn't the problem for me. I just don't see why they would do that. But I mean, I guess I can understand. Because I'm obviously not. I'm just gonna use it as a weapon. I don't give a shit about selling it. I'm just gonna go fucking burn some kids. I don't care.
wait for players to get their hands on the Ashen Wind Skull as part of the new encounter in the next content update.
Oh, I'm so fucking ready. I'm so fucking ready.
So accessibility is really important to us here at Rare, and especially on Sea of Thieves. It's something that we've tried to improve ever since day one. And so we've managed to put in things like the colorblind mode, we've put in things like speech to text, and the next thing that we're introducing is a single stick mode. Not everyone, we know, finds it comfortable to hold a traditional controller. And so, for those who might want to rearrange their input slightly, you can switch all the movement and camera control to the left or the right stick. So it means that there's less complexity and less reliance on holding a single joystick down. And alongside that, we've added aspects like an auto-centering camera.
How is that gonna work? I mean, the auto-centering camera, I'm fine with that. I'm probably gonna use that. But the one stick, how is that supposed to? Because I like to be able to move in a direction without looking over there, or look in a direction without moving. I'm not completely sure. I mean, I'll have to see how it works when the update's actually out on the 22nd, but
So if you don't want to worry about where your camera's facing up and down, this will auto-sense to the horizon for you. And equally, with those with a
I
phobia of being underwater,
probably won't be
we've
using
got
that
an
one.
auto-float option, so you can just bob to the surface and not worry about the dark.
Auto float?
But of course, we're not done yet. We've got
I will never be using that. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand that it might be helpful at some points, but I'm not going to use that. Because I like to be able to be under the water.
great plans ahead. There is more to come. There is always
Because there's stuff underwater. There's the mermaids. There's, you're trying to board a ship without being seen. You're rolling a gunpowder barrel up to somebody's boat and fucking them up.
more we can do. The community of Sea of Thieves is wide,
What?
but we want to make sure that everyone has the possibility of coming in, joining their friends on a boat, and seeking out adventure.
And this is just the outro. Okay, yeah, I'm excited. That's pretty cool. I mean, the hit registration that your boy was talking about, that should have been fixed a while ago, but I'm glad that it's getting fixed now, finally. And then the flamethrower that's being added, that's fucking exciting. Oh my god, I'm gonna just burn some children to the crisp, bro. Like, fuck. You thought you could get away from my fire bombs? I'm boarding your boat with a flamethrower. You are dying. You have a gunpowder barrel in your crow's nest? My fucking flamethrower doesn't like that. Fuck you. Oh, that's so good. What the hell? That is so good. And then the stuff that this guy was talking about, I won't use any of it, but I understand that it's like an inclusive thing. It's for people who either can't use both joysticks or don't like using both joysticks. I understand that. But that's all I have to say for this, and this is really exciting. I hope that you guys are going to like this update as much as I hopefully will. I hope it's going to be good as it seems. And if you have any theories or anything, go ahead and leave it down in the comments, and I'll probably read them. I will definitely read them if anybody actually sees this video, because my views are very apprehensive. I don't know if that's to say the least. Sometimes shit gets views, sometimes it doesn't. Other than that, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.